Dobar Dan, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Friday, April 10th, 2020. I'm doing an energy check-in for the Twin Flames today. I've had a lot of epiphanies today, guys. Just a lot of realizations come through. I feel like a lot of us are going through, those of us who are already awakened, I feel like we're all kind of going through a second awakening. I feel like there have been some triggers here as of late for some of you that are invoking the same emotional response or a very similar emotional response to how you felt when separation began. And this is almost a representation of maybe what the unawakened twin is going through. So that being said, I mean, every experience, every lesson, every heartache, every, catalyst, so to speak, is helping you to heal your connection, okay? And when you look at external situations like karmic situations and things like that, a lot of times what's happening in that karmic situation is a reflection of what's needing to be cleared in the connection. Whether that be codependency, rejection, abandonment, whatever. All of it is there for a reason. And so the lessons, what lessons are we learning right now? Well, we're learning to release. We're learning resilience and strength. We're learning to learn the lessons and bounce back, and to take them and ascend with them, right? But to release the expectations, to release the outcome. And I was actually talking to Soul Mission about this, I think it was last night, about how, when a woman goes through childbirth, and it's very painful, but she goes through that pain knowing that at the end, she's birthing something into the world, right? Something new, a piece of herself. And so many women understand that experience, to the point where they'll have multiple children, even knowing that pain's going to exist. But we know that pain is for a reason. Going through this journey, sometimes we hit something that's very painful and we don't understand it. And so therefore we think it's unnecessary. But just because you don't understand what it is at the time doesn't mean it's unnecessary, okay? You don't know what needs to be healed unless it hurts, okay? It's like physical pain. You don't know you need to take a pain pill unless your head aches. Same with your soul. You don't know you need healing unless it hurts, right? So what is this teaching us? Well, it's teaching us to stand in our power. Some of you have been giving away your power. Some of you have been giving away your power to other people, okay? And you haven't been trusting yourself. You haven't been trusting the process, okay? So we're learning patience and we're learning self-love right now, okay? Some of you have forgotten this. Some of you have been very frustrated. And it's keeping you from moving forward, okay? So learning to release that, release the expectations, release the connections, whatever it is you need to release, you're being pushed to do that in order to move forward and to learn self-love, which is the whole point. It's the whole point, okay? You don't need anyone else to complete you. All right, so let's take a look at Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine's very, very sorry. There's a lot of guilt coming in here. A lot of guilt energy, okay? Regret. Fear of rejection. And this is not just with the connection. This is just in general. Like, Divine Masculine's healing a lot right now. And I mentioned this on some readings, and I'm going to mention it again, that I know it's unawakened twins right now kind of going through awakening, right? But let's just talk about Divine Masculine right now. A lot of divine masculines are going through some serious awakenings right now, and it's bringing up a lot of these feelings, okay? And by that same token, divine feminine, we all have divine masculine, we all have masculine energy within us. And so divine feminine is healing her masculine energy, which could manifest as like father issues or issues with men in general, you know, that sort of thing. And so a lot of this is coming to the surface now, okay? And I feel like a lot of divine masculines are very triggered to communicate. Maybe triggered to communicate with their divine feminine, or just to communicate in general their feelings about a certain situation, okay? So some of you may receive communication very soon. Don't ask me for timelines. I don't do timelines. But the Eight of Wands has been coming up quite a bit. Okay, so I definitely feel some divine masculines are wanting to communicate. And it could be they want to communicate an apology. It could be that they're feeling guilty. So they want to at least communicate and maybe kind of heal mend some fences. Okay, and that could be with anybody, okay? But I do feel a lot of divine masculines right now, they are trying to release a third party. There's a third party situation that's been in the works for a while. We know that, whether that's a job, a partner, a family, whatever. There's a third party situation here that is not fulfilling, that is needing to be released. And divine masculine has been holding on to it. They haven't been releasing it properly. Okay? So I feel a transition coming in. Like a lot of divine masculines are kind of being pushed to release this karma, to release the judgment of themselves. A lot of them are beating themselves up right now. They don't feel good enough just in general, and they beat themselves up. They take things out on themselves because they don't know how to communicate how they feel. Okay, so it's like they're being pushed to do that. They're being pushed to purge. Divine masculine is being pushed to purge bad. Okay, to purge this negative energy. Okay, and to release the codependency surrounding it. Okay, because there's serious codependency coming in here. I feel emotional codependency. Could be financial, but what I'm picking up right now is emotional codependency. There's a huge dependency on what other people think to make themselves feel good. Okay, and that is being pushed to be released. But a lot of them are also feeling guilty for staying in situations for so long that they know is codependent. They know it's not rooted in anything but that, and hasn't been for a long time. And they're not quite sure how to deal with that. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at Divine Feminine. So again, the first card that was out was what? Release. So yeah, Divine Masculine right now, learning to release. Release and surrender. Okay. Divine Feminine. Okay, well, we're back to the swords. Okay, so Divine Feminine, you are coming into an energy of being honest with yourself, okay? And loving yourself enough to be honest with yourself and to break any illusions that may be surrounding you right now, okay? Some of you are still having a really hard time releasing some sort of cycle here. But, you know, I feel like a lot of you are trying to be honest with yourself about it. Understanding the codependency and where it's coming from, what needs to actually be released moving forward, right? And so I feel like a lot of you are kind of coming back into the self-awareness, back into the energy of wanting to manifest your abundance and understanding that you have total and complete independence, right? You don't need anyone or anything. Not really. Okay. And some of you are coming out of an energy where you were maybe not motivated, you were literally feeling stuck, you were feeling you didn't know what to do moving forward, and so you're kind of coming back into understanding what you need to do now. So I feel like a lot of you going through epiphanies, awakenings. I know I said second awakening, so probably that. You know, questioning the journey, questioning a lot of things. You know, a lot of us are going through that right now. Okay, but it needs to be released. Okay, because there's a codependency here. There's a big one. Okay, yeah, 10 of coins. So big codependency that needs to be released. Karmic cycle that's ending here. Okay, And again, I'm getting an emotional codependency, not necessarily a financial one, okay? But yeah, for a long time you haven't been trusting your intuition. You're being pushed to do that. But yeah, the illusions are being shattered right now, guys. Yeah, and again, some of you may receive some contact very soon from your counterpart, okay? Some of you may need to contact. Some of you are feeling the push to contact your counterpart, okay? And if that's the case, you know, I'm not going to be like other readers who say you should never contact your counterpart. Why not? I mean, they don't have to reply as long as you release the expectations, okay? And you don't put yourself in a position to be unnecessarily triggered, then I don't see the problem, right? Get something off your chest if you need to get it off your chest. Speak your truth. Some of you are being urged to speak your truth to your counterpart right now. Okay? So, looking at the connecting energies, yep. Movement. It's happening, guys. Whatever's happening right now is healing the connection. It just is. Okay? The karma that you're clearing right now, this last moon in Libra, man, is been throwing a lot of things off balance. It's supposed to bring balance, but you have to throw stuff off balance in order to bring it back to balance, if that makes any sort of sense. Okay? And so, but it's bringing movement. It's bringing forward movement. Okay? Yeah. And the recognition of codependent cycles that need to end. Karmic cycles that need to be released. Okay? Yep. Karma. Boom. Karma that's being cleared right now. Okay? So it may seem like you're going through hell, but it's not unnecessary. There's your point. You're birthing something. You're birthing something. You're birthing a new beginning for yourself. You're helping the collective right now. You're helping the collective to get through their stuff. You know, we're all going through something right now, collectively. Big time, obviously. Okay? But yeah, I mean, I'm feeling some union energies coming in right now. Okay, so I know I talked about this earlier this year. We're having all these, what we call union energies, and bringing yourself into union, okay? Which is driving the connection into that energy as well, okay? So yeah, some of you may achieve union fairly soon, okay? So just keep that in mind, all right? Again, don't ask me when. I don't do timelines, okay? But some of you are exploring your options too. Some of you are taking a really deep look at your options, okay? And some of you are just confused. Some of you really don't know which way to go here. Some of you are just like, I don't understand, so I just want to give up. But just understand, if you do give up, you're going to have to do it again. Do you really want to? I don't. I really don't. I really don't want to do this again, guys. But yeah, communication I do feel is coming in, guys. Some of you will be getting communication very soon. Okay. So keep that in mind. There's a strong urge to communicate with counterparts right now. Truth. I feel truth coming in. A lot of truth. Okay. Might be more than you can handle. So just be prepared for that. So it might trigger you. And if it's not directly from your counterpart, it may be about your counterpart from someone else. Okay? Alright, so messages. Yeah, honestly, this is what I said about the journey yesterday. I went out. Alright? But at the same time, I don't want to stop. Always. Yeah, some of you are dealing with some serious inner child wounds. And I had an epiphany, and I shared this with a couple people during private readings, but I think I actually mentioned this on a collective before about how disassociated subpersonality, inner child stuff that you're dealing with, a lot of times it's a manifestation of a previous lifetime happening in this lifetime that needs to be cleared. It's stuff that's left over, okay? Older souls do have a harder time of it because we're more advanced. We've been through this already. And it's like, you know, when you're in your final incarnation, stuff from the past is coming up to be cleared now so that you can ascend, that you can finally get out of purgatory, which that's what this is. This is purgatory. Until you learn your lesson, you're here. Okay? Yeah. Some of you, this communication may be coming through the 5D, okay, as well. And this was on the bottom of the deck. Always scared. Don't be scared. Everything's gonna be fine. All right, messages and advice. Yeah, definitely. It's coming, guys. It's coming, I'm telling you. Just stay true. Stay true to yourself. Hold on to it. Keep going. Conclusions are coming. Endings are coming. Okay, just keep yourself balanced, especially right now. These energies are nuts. These energies are nuts, okay? So just keep yourself balanced. Do some balancing meditation if you absolutely have to. But some of you just need to make the first move. Some of you have been sitting in this waiting energy for way too long, and you're waiting for your counterpart, and I'm sorry, that's not how it works. Make the decision to move. Move. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. Right? If you don't do anything, nothing will happen. Nothing begets nothing. Right? All right, guys. Well, I sincerely hope this helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe. Oh, and I also want to let you guys know I'm super excited. I'm going to be, those of you who have signed up for the 411 event, that's tomorrow. If you haven't yet, definitely check it out. The link is in my description box, okay? Go ahead and get yourself a ticket. It's going to be all online now because of social distancing and whatnot. It starts at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I'm actually going to be towards the end at, I think it was 1 Central Standard Time. I'm going to actually be doing an interview with Jupiter 1111. I don't really have any scripts or anything. I'm super off the cuff. I've always been that way. So honestly, I'm just going to probably go in and just shoot the crap with Jupiter. Okay. But that's going to be really, really exciting. I'm really excited about it. Also, because of social distancing, it's a really good time to utilize the forum. I'm actually going to start getting back into it as soon as I can. I've kind of been, trust me, I've been going through my own stuff, okay? But I definitely want to get back into it. I'm not as active as I should be. But definitely check it out, guys. DivinePisces222.com/forum. Connect with other people going through the spiritual journey and maybe help you not feel so alone, okay? All right, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.